Okay, this is the Kettlebell Arm Bar. It's a great stability exercise for your shoulders. The difference between stability and flexibility, or mobility, flexibility is the range of motion that you have in a joint. Stability can be thought of as how much range of motion can you control in your joints. And sometimes those aren't necessarily the same. Best case scenario, they're very similar, but that's not always the case. The Kettlebell Arm Bar is something that's going to help you build a little bit of stability into your shoulders by helping to strengthen some of those muscles. It's not necessarily something that you need a lot of weight for. It's think of it more as a precision exercise, more as a movement quality exercise. A good analogy would be using a sledgehammer for something that a ball peen hammer would work for. The ball peen hammer being smaller, more precise, the sledgehammer being, big and heavy duty. Kettlebell snatch, front squat, swings, two-handed swings, those are sledgehammer exercises. This is a ball peen hammer exercise, so you don't need something very big. How this is going to work, it's going to set up very similar to your TGU. So you're going to be here on your back. This arm is going to be extended straight up in the air. This knee is up with the foot flat. Now with the get up, we would typically put our hand down here. With the arm bar, we're going to extend that arm this direction. So again, you're going to tighten up through here, keep a good straight wrist, squeeze the handle. This arm is up. You're going to push through this heel, turn your hips, keep your eyes on that bell the whole time, and right about here, you're going to slip that knee over and let it touch the floor. From this point, you're going to slowly extend that left leg and continue to turn as far as you can go without taking your eyes off of that bell. If I take my eyes off of that bell, it starts to flop around all over the place. So I'm going to keep my eyes on it and just, get to the end range or end of my range of motion. Hold it for just a second or so, give it a breath or two there, and then I'm going to relax, and the weight of the bell is going to roll me right back to my back. You don't have to do a lot of those, maybe 3 to 5 each side. Let me show you what it looks like on the other side here. So you're going to take it from up. This knee is up. Other leg is extended. This arm is going to be up over your head. Eyes on the bell. Push off of that foot. Slip the knee over. Continue to turn. Go as far as you can without losing sight of that bell. Relax. That will ease you back. Now, again, this is primarily a shoulder activity, or geared, or marketed, I guess you could say, as a shoulder activity. But don't be surprised if you feel some stretch in your hips when you're doing that. It's great rotational movement. And like the seated shoulder flexion stretch, it's great for people who spend a lot of time seated at a desk. Great for people who spend a lot of time driving, commuting. Great for people that have had maybe a little bit of a shoulder history. If you have a history of lower back issues, be very careful, be very judicious with the amount of weight that you use, because you don't need a lot. And don't, regardless of what your injury history is, don't ever force your body into a place that's not ready to go yet. You can't breathe through a sticking spot and gain more range of motion. Your body's just not ready for it. Don't force it. Okay? Stick within those parameters. The arm bar is a great exercise.